me for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Huh. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking.
Okie dokie. So I wasn't going to make a big deal out of this, and I'm not making this a particular habit, but I have one of my most favorite videos as of late has been the Everything Wrong With, in terms of the reaction and such. So here we have Everything Wrong With, the Killing Joke. So let's see, I think I can knock this out in time before work. By the way, check it out. Information about Batman stuff. I mean, WB. And I guess what we can do, can we do yes, no, like, one hand. Let's go with one hand then. Alright, so you know how the deal goes, right? Yes and no. Agree or disagree. Here we go. Plug in this shit. DC Comics? No.
DC Comics.
First of all,
No.
I realize this is probably not how you thought the story would start.
You mean with narration? That's most movies these days, I think. Okay, I'm all for using animation to your advantage in a fantasy world, but this grappling hook doesn't go anywhere near where she needs it to go to get over this gap. Cartoon Cop is way better than most movie cops because he actually shoots at the tires, but he's the same when it comes to aim.
Freaking A!
Discount cursing. The inside of this truck is a Matrix Star Trek holodeck background of greenish squares. Also, yes, I know that is the netting inside the truck bed, but my question is really this. Why does the truck need netting all along each side of it? Just what is this semi planning to haul, eh? A bunch of jack-jacks? These asshats who waste tons of bullets firing on the Batmobile must be thinking, I've totally got that magic bullet that's gonna penetrate the f*** out of that bulletproof glass. Just watch. Really?
Nitpick.
Hey, the Batmobile is awesome and everything, but towing an armored truck, you can't just shoot a harpoon and manipulate that thing willy-nilly. It's thousands of pounds. After shooting at Batgirl many times, this guy decides, let's see if physics can take care of this. Batgirl doesn't get 75% skin burn from this forced high-speed bailout.
No
Armor.
Now, I'm no Killing Joke expert, but this movie seems very not Killing Joke to me so far. This traffic cam apparently has tracking capabilities as if it's in a helicopter or something.
They said they could knock out the tracker on the armored car. I don't think they could plug a computer in their ass.
I'm going to assume that even the nerdiest of computer nerds can plug a computer in their ass, but if possible, I'm not thinking fourth dimensional.
Dr. Man, huh?
Barbara's friend tries to hook her up with a man within the first few seconds we see her out of costume, because you didn't know you were watching How to Lose a Batman in 10 days.
My dad's department has been setting up city cams.
And reading a lot of 1984, but I don't think that's related. Zoom and enhance cliche. Also, it's good to know you can get to Gotham street cams just by going to the good old HTTP.
Okay, I go with it.
This villain embodies all the classic traits of villains, with the compulsion of sarcastic clapping.
Can't end the night without a kiss.
What is it about vanquishing female foes that gets male villains all date rapey?
Yeah.
No, seriously, Batman stops off for coffee and...
Yeah, I thought about that shit, yeah.
His name is Paris. Paris, France.
You're kidding.
Just because you joke about it in movie does not excuse this ridiculously terrible character.
Okay.
And that's it? You speak and the words are law?
God damn it, Batgirl, yes. And this is not a male-female thing. It's a super experienced Batman, super inexperienced Batgirl
Yes.
thing.
I thought you Brits liked the salt air.
That's racist. They're docked, like, close to town, right? Does this seem like a good spot to assassinate someone in broad daylight? Why can't they go with the let's take a ride method, where somebody's got a piece of piano wire in the back seat? These monsters totally Wrath of Khan these masked assailants. Look, I know Gotham is awful when it comes to crime, but they keep a truck involved in a crime in an unguarded impound lot, and just any asshole can come strolling through here and leave gifts. The first half of this Batman movie is a Batgirl movie, which is fine, I just wish they titled it correctly.
You're getting hot. Hotter?
Just out of curiosity, where did she put that still transmitting phone? Also, it's kind of insulting that Batgirl is this freaking stupid. Like, the confidence part, I'm totally down with, but the reckless part, surely she's better than this. This guy's talking openly about his crimes in a bar. And sure, maybe he owns the bar. Still,
She looks like one of the girls above.
Like this.
Right? I was wondering about that. Like, that really
exit strategy? She came in through
stood
a window.
out.
Can't she go out that way?
Bull.
Bull. Batgirl defeats Batman? What the hell is going on? What the Second, that top is that easy to remove? How would you even get aroused in the Batsuit? Not only is there limited room for things to move around down there, but even touching Batgirl's ass would be like wearing rose gloves while caressing the side.
You'd be surprised.
Also, did one of you just happen to have a bat condom on your belt? Because otherwise, bat pregnancy scare anyone?
That's happened. Gargoyles.
Demon voyeur.
Demon voyeur.
Like fireworks.
Thanks, Katy Perry. On the left, the unnamed cafe utterly schools the business to the right on signage. Here's a small business tip. Don't put hieroglyphs on your business name or sign. People need to be able to read that. Barbara gets ready to pay for her coffee, and holy how expensive is coffee is out there.
Okay.
Clean. I feel trapped, like I can't move.
Someone forgot to not draw or animate this scene, so it wouldn't be in the movie.
We got a tip he might be hiding out at the docks.
Why the hell would he tell her this if she's off the case? Batman does not seem to understand that Batgirl lives by her own rules.
We'll talk later.
Animated Batman movie is much more Sex in the City than I think it intended to be. I just noticed Batgirl decided to climb up and perch on top of this thing, which has to be the most uncomfortable place in Gotham to be a disappointing character. Whenever you assholes say because he's Batman, to questions like how does he know this, that, or the other thing, I present you Batman being completely unaware of his surroundings. And his Batmobile, with all the gadgets it has, can't detect a missile headed its way. 30 minutes in,
He got
still
some, so
totally
he
not a
was
Batgirl movie,
distracted.
Still totally not a Batman movie. Only 45 minutes left to turn it around.
Must be that time of the month.
I don't doubt this guy is an asshole and might say something like this. I just thought, since we're in 2016,
I agree there.
past these kinds of insults
Yeah.
being written into screenplays. Also, I don't envy you the beating that's coming after you made that remark, idiot. Meanwhile, in Gotham, the killing joke hasn't started yet. Barbara has every relationship in the city. Almost halfway through this movie, and still no Joker. Mark Hamill is probably as pissed about this as Leto is about Suicide Squad.
Oh.
I'll find some way to fill my time.
Well, you could start by actually working at the library, instead of filling your time with gossiping and looking at street cameras. Batgirl quits being Batgirl because something, abyss, something reasons.
No, I like that.
Sissy's poor sap
Fuck.
died probably 3 years ago.
After briefly eyeballing these corpses, the coroner came up with a pretty specific timeline for when these assholes died. Okay, guys, we need a sexy shot of a cartoon woman, so let's get out the horny paint. Batman casually parks his car
The
on the street
horny
and takes a long
paint.
walk up the driveway, rather than keeping his ride nearby and out of general view.
I got rights!
How in the did the Joker get another person into his cell, make him up to look like him, and then escape?
Well, it's garish, ugly, and smells
You
like...
paid him off.
I guess the first 30 minutes of this movie were just so we could see how much Barbara means to Batman?
Yes.
The second act feels so disjointed from the first act, though. It's like it doesn't belong in the story it began telling. Okay, now that the movie is two different stories completely,
Yeah,
it's time for a flashback. Why
yeah.
stop at two when you can get three?
Yeah,
Picture of a
okay,
lady
okay.
turns into a picture of a pregnant woman, and those things are not the same. Jesus, is there any females anywhere near the writing room for this thing?
to go
Okay.
up on stage, and nobody laughs.
What made this guy want to be a stand-up comedian? Any insight into that? Is he a naturally funny guy? And why was he riding all of his hopes on getting into show business?
Good
I'm
point.
completely sold.
Like a
Right now,
YouTuber.
we're wondering why this guy, who has an old amusement park for sale, decided to show a potential buyer and didn't get freaked out at a guy in clown makeup for the appointment. I guess he's never heard of the Joker.
There are girls on the street who earn that in a weekend without having to tell a single joke or blow a punchline.
Joker thinks that these girls on the street aren't spending their time blowing.
Okay.
Job or no job. You're good in the sack, and you make me laugh.
I tried to get my wife to use these as her custom wedding vows at our wedding, but she put the kibosh on that something fierce. Still don't know why. Whenever you're about to get into some hardcore Joker research, you need to hold up an average Joker card and stare at it to get in the mood. This movie is acknowledging a scene from Tim Burton's Batman, a movie, incidentally, that has a completely different Joker origin story, except for the falling out.
Well, I like that. That was cool.
Save everyone, sir.
I like
Especially
that.
chicks you recently banged. What? I mean, you can't save everyone you bang. I mean, you can't save all the chick. Oh,
Barbara, I swear you're fussier than your mother was.
weird. That's the same exact thing Batman said to her just after coming on his own cape because she suddenly wanted to keep hers clean. What? That's the dirtiest joke I've ever told? Well, did you see the Carrie video? You did? Damn.
That must be Colleen. She's early. We're gonna work out.
Why did Gordon
I don't
punish
even know
that
how to
Joker
respond to
for
that.
And why would Barbara invite him if she knows Colleen is coming over to work out?
He was just robbing banks then.
But the headline specifically says the Joker is a murderer and a homicidal maniac. Joker shoots Barbara
Yeah.
right in the uterus for some reason. Jesus, do these writers just fucking hate me?
Yeah, okay.
Unbelievable propulsive powers.
In fact, the idea of her walking anywhere seems remote. Our venue wasn't built with the disabled in mind.
Joker seems to know that his gut shot caused Batgirl paralysis, even though
That's a good
science
point.
itself won't know this for hours. Okay, given the technology featured in this movie, we could assume the present day is somewhat around 2016. If the Joker's in his 50s, then he'd have been of marrying age around the late 80s or early 90s. Definitely not a time when old-time sailors were hanging out at bars like they're about to be shipped out to fight the Third Reich. There's nothing really wrong.
I've thought about that
Joker is safe.
as well.
I just need to point out that the guy in the
Yeah.
background is perhaps the stillest motherfucker I have ever seen. The Joker for not being cool when talking about the robbery he's helping them with. Now they open up an incriminating bag containing a red hood. That
I thought about that as well.
Can't make a nest without breaking a few eggs.
What?
That's funny.
No, it's cliche.
No, it's neither of those.
Yes.
She'll never walk again.
Doctor says this after performing the most rudimentary. Did you not see Forrest Gump or Dirty Rotten Scoundrel?
Oh,
wait,
fuck.
mistaken in that movie. Also, if she were Batman, they'd find a way to get her back to health in at least 3 months.
She found the victim in a state of...
I know what he's referring to.
Implying that in addition to being shot and paralyzed, Barbara Gordon was also raped? Because that is some heavy-ass shit for a Batman story, let alone a goddamn cartoon. The implication alone is sin-worthy. Goddamn, how much does this movie hate Batgirl? Now, hang the on right there. You're telling me Joker had enough time to get the lights on, repair a lot of the equipment, decorate the park, plant 1,000,000 TVs in the ghost train, shoot Barbara Gordon, and build a throne on a pile of creepy baby dolls?
Memories are what our reason is based on. If we deny them, we deny reason itself.
Joker expounds this freshman year philosophy to a naked man in a roller coaster surrounded by babies.
There is no sanity clause.
No.
I hate to break it to you, Joker just spoiled the fact that there's no sanity clause. It's just your dad in a suit.
Wear a suit and a bow tie. It's kind of the trademark with this Red Hood business.
Henchman says this to a person that is already wearing a suit and bow tie.
There was an accident this morning.
Okay.
Fixing a baby bottle heater.
The story actually takes away any motivation that this guy would have to help this gang, but they're going to make him do it anyway. Which is poignant, I guess? The way things are? Some sort of moral lesson learned? I don't know. All these underground casino thugs attack with nothing but fists. I don't know about you, but if I were opening my own underground casino, I'd hire
Fair enough.
guns for security. Guns stop Batman. Fists do not. Holy crap, these are the hottest this side of town hookers I've ever seen. I don't have any doubt.
I agree.
Joker came up with this song.
Yeah.
He's had plenty of time to do that. But what I don't think he's had time to do is get all of his carny folk properly choreographed for this number.
Then there's a certain thing I do.
This
thought
goes on
this-
for some time.
yeah.
Shows how tasteful these photographs are of Gordon's naked, paralyzed daughter. Joker was also
True.
able to take, digitize, and upload to this ride multiple pictures of a wounded Barbara.
Will I be able to breathe?
That's all
If
good.
the hood is that tight, there's no way his voice would sound echoey.
Said there was no security.
Mm.
They must have altered things since I left.
Yeah, but why? Was there a rash of chemical robberies since he left? This fucker is the unluckiest person to arsenal in the
Okay, I get it.
apparently abandons pursuit as soon as Joker falls after scare tripping him. Don't worry, guys. He just landed in the chemicals that change your entire appearance and make you go mad. But they aren't fatal. Rather than go right around this dead guy, Batman decides to get out of the car and walk down the completely open midway. Isn't this the fucking Dark Knight? He's always got the drop on criminals by being one step ahead. Why did Joker convince all the freaks of the already closed carnival to fight for him against Batman? Don't worry, guys. Batman's got a Banaka spray that helps him treat wounds from Joker's acid. Never leave home without it.
I've proven my point. Gordon's been driven mad.
So Joker's whole plan was to drive Commissioner Gordon mad? Feels like he could have come up with a better plan than this, and one that didn't require buying an old amusement park.
You had a bad day once, am I right?
Oh god, please don't show Bruce's parents getting murdered again. Please don't show Bruce's parents getting murdered again. Please don't show Bruce. The problem with a surprise trapdoor is once you start falling, you shouldn't be able to reach the ledge. But he's Batman. Joker takes out Batman with a fucking lobster pot, and I'm all done with this movie's jokes.
He's as sane as he ever was.
I wonder if this plan to make Gordon insane would have worked if he had just killed Barbara instead of paralyzing her. I mean, Joker gave Gordon an out in this plan, to make him think she was dead when she really wasn't. That's a gift in this twisted world. How would this gun, which shot real bullets, be able to shoot a joke sign once it was out of bullets?
But the second guy said,
Joker gun.
I am crazy. You just turn it off when I'm halfway across.
It takes an hour and 11 minutes for this joke to kill him, or whatever it is jokes do. So what happened? Did Batman kill the Joker? Did he put him back in the asylum where he can apparently escape at will? Whatever the answer is, it's simple. Why would that joke change Batman's mind about killing him? Why would he trust Arkham to keep him detained? There's no good answer. Tell us what to think, for God's sake. Oh wait, there's more.
Yeah.
This is part of the story that could only be told after a full minute of credits.
Fair enough.
That's frightening me.
Stupid. Okay. Wait, we're all after credits, right? How am I doing on time? I gotta get to work.
I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his head.
Miami Heat. Miami Vice, sorry.
Mistletoe can be deadly if you...
But kids.
It's my
be
dad.
even deadlier
Yeah.
if you mean it.
He's taking it to the limit this time.
Oh yeah, her eyebrows are. Oh shit.
This length of our primary communications antenna broke off and tore through my biomonitor and ripped a hole in me as well. But the antenna and the blood really managed to seal the breach in my suit.
Huh.
Good.
Where'd you go, Psycho Boy?
I felt like destroying something beautiful.
I'm sorry. It's just that.
And don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's okay. Let it come. Phrasing?
Yeah.
You know how you can tell who the arch villain's going to be? He's the exact opposite of the hero. And most times they're friends like you and me.
Alright. What? Fans of the fall. Yep. I definitely. That's what somebody was messaging me today. Like, Akasan, there's more! But, of course, I'm not going to be watching it. As I promised, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to watch it in my spare time and see what I think about that. In fact, I'm actually wondering. You know what? Nah, I gotta bounce soon. So, I'll see. Maybe I'll do a comment. Nope. I promise no more commentary. So, that's it. BVS reactions are dead. Bury it. So regarding the killing joke here, it's kind of funny because I was thinking about Dante and his reaction. Like, I was like, damn, I'm kind of like, now I know kind of how he feels, because I wasn't crazy about the killing joke, but I'm kind of like, it's weird because for a movie, if I disapprove of a movie, then the CinemaSins... No, that's not true either, because I thought CinemaSins Avengers, the Avengers nitpicks, and their feature was pretty funny as well. I just think with CinemaSins, they had less to work with the killing joke, you know, because compared to other movies where they can just... And I think it's also the medium as well. You can't really... With a cartoon, an anime cartoon, you can't like over nitpick it just because of the medium that it is. Although, you know, some things, and on top of that, when you think about the source material it's coming from, where things can be written a certain way, where there's a little more luxury luxury for the acceptance of said nitpicks, I guess. I don't know. This one was okay though. This one was okay. Some parts were pretty damn funny though, so I may or may not edit this version of my reaction. I'll look at it later in post, alright? I gotta catch this train and make sure I don't get censored by YouTube. I'll talk to you later. Red Dread Nation, stand up, speak up. Let me know what you guys thought about this particular version of CinemaSins, what they're doing. And like I said, I'm not making this a big habit of doing every version, because as you can see, only some of them will get a really good reaction out of me, whereas others will be like, nah, okay, back to his usual nitpicking, too much, and it's not as funny. Probably I will do Civil War. I bet you people are already typing, you have to do Civil War. Fair is fair, Akasan. Peace.
If he wanted to steal the pearls, why'd he intentionally f*** up the necklace by pulling this gun bolt? Now he'll have to pick them out of the rich people blood. Over goddamn use of slow goddamn motion.
Yes.
No. Remember this, it will become inexplicably and infuriatingly important later. What? Also, confidence building bat tornado.
A beautiful lie.
Ben Affleck describes this movie in one sentence.